Hi Leo, my ascendant brothers and sisters. Welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book your personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week, for our key to the week, we have the Temperance card, right? So the big question is, what are you making space for? What are you actually manifesting? And I'm not talking about what you want to manifest or what would be nice to have in your life. What are you actually manifesting? This is a week, Leo, where we need to look around at our life. This is a week where we need to look at every single aspect of our lives and ask the question, what is it that I am actually manifesting, right? And the answer is going to be in your vicinity. This is going to be in the way that you look. It's going to be the way that you feel. It's going to be the way that you know, the place that you live in. Everything that you are experiencing at any moment in time is a result of all of your actions, thoughts, deeds, intentions, manifestation, all the rest of it. This week you are really going to be feeling, this week you're going to be paying attention to what it is that you've actually created. And remember, that Temperance card is going to show you, this week it's going to highlight to us, right, okay, if this is the life that I have, given all of the decisions, the actions and all the rest of it that I've taken up to this point, what can I do to manifest something different? What can I do to change something? This week, a vital ingredient that is either missing, maybe an ingredient that is, too present in abundance, i.e., you make a cake and you put a tablespoon of salt in instead of a pinch, like the recipe says. That's going to be one hell of a salty cake, right? And that's what I mean. Like this week, you're going to be really starting to see, right, okay, what is it that needs to be adjusted in my life in order for me to have the experience that I truly want? Now, sometimes when these things are highlighted to us, it can be really uncomfortable. Sometimes, you know, when just through observation, you look at like the life that you have and you think, oh no, this isn't working. And the reason it's not working is because I'm feeding into this by doing A, B, and C. So there's going to be a week where a lot is kind of highlighted to you. How you use that obviously is completely up to you. And remember, the Temperance has a very powerful healing energy to it, which means that there is an opportunity this week, if you can look at your life and yourself without judging it, just to sit with exactly how it is. The answer for how it is that you can remedy what it is that you're experiencing right now, or you can enhance it or make it better, will be highlighted to you. For our actions and options, we have the Queen of Wands, right? So regardless of whether you're a man or a woman, whenever I see this card, it always tells me that Leonine energy is very much present. And this week, we are going to be very focused on healing ourselves, healing what we've manifested, changing what we've manifested, or manifesting something better. Even if, and that's not to say like there's anything wrong with your life. Maybe it's amazing. How do you then take it to the next level of what that amazing looks like? This week, that's going to be highlighted to us all. Now, interestingly enough, right, like I was saying, the Queen of Wands is Leo energy. And what I love about this, actually, what it really says to me is, this is going to be a week where you are unashamedly, unabashedly, uncaring about what anybody else thinks about who the authentic expression of who you actually are truly is. This is going to be a very powerful week for you, kind of setting, maybe even laying down, almost like laying down a bit of a gauntlet to say, right, you know what? This is me. Challenge me. I dare you. Rah! We're gonna, and it could be easy to go overboard with this, right? Remember what I said to you about the pinch of salt versus the tablespoon of salt in the cake. This week, that could be highlighted to you as well. Is there somewhere where you need to step on the gas, or is there somewhere where you need to rein it in a bit? This, it will all be highlighted to you, whatever it may be. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because the Queen of Wands, as an actions card, it reminds you that you set the boundary. It reminds you that you manifest your life. It reminds you that you set the tone for how people love you, for how people treat you, for how people care for you, right? That it's all a response to what you tell yourself you are worth, you can have, you could be, ... right? And sometimes what we've manifested comes from somebody else's script, whether that's your parents or your peers or your teachers telling you that you never could or blah, blah, blah. I'm quite fortunate. I have ODD. So if somebody tells me that it can't be done, oh, I'm going to prove you wrong just to show you that you're wrong. So most people have OCD. Obsessive compulsive disorder. I have ODD, obsessive defiance disorder. I'm not sure if that's a real thing, but I know I definitely have it. So this could be a week where this is highlighted to you again, right? So just think about everything that I've said there. Now, for your communications and conversations, you've got the Six of Swords. Some sort of international connection is going to be highlighted to you this week. This could be somebody that's reaching out to work with you or to collaborate with you. Now, it's really interesting, isn't it, that whole thing about other people's scripts come up. Sometimes when the next level arrives in our lives, because of our programming, our conditioning, all the rest of it from our history, we tell ourselves stories like, oh, well, I'm not good enough to have that, or, oh, it just looks like this week, I feel like there's going to be either a big opportunity, maybe some sort of a collaboration, maybe some sort of suggestion that comes from somebody either overseas, maybe somebody that could be like a celebrity or somebody that's very well known in your business field, if you have your own business, in your own, in your work sector, any of those things. And there might be a part of you that for a split second kind of goes to say, well, I'm not sure, that's a really big opportunity. I'm not sure I'm up to it, or I can do it, or maybe I haven't got the smarts. Whatever the story is that you tell yourself, this week you're going to have to check that. It will be highlighted to you quite quickly anyway. The reason I say this is because the Six of Swords is that sort of overseas card, right? It has that kind of energy to it. And the fact that we have that there in the communications, this is communication that will come at a distance. Temperance card ruled by Sagittarius, which again, right? So this person that is connecting with you or reaching out to you could be a spiritual teacher, could be a spiritual guru of some sort. This could be somebody that is very well known in your field, somebody that is maybe a bit of a celebrity. It could be all of those kinds of energies. Which I think is great. I'm really excited about this to see, what it is and who it is and how it sits, in my life. But through conversation, through true connection and understanding and wisdom, you could really figure some stuff out this week. Remember, the Six of Swords takes you away from a difficult situation and plants you in a better one. So this week, let that happen, right? Let it unfold for you. For our money and materials, we have the Three of Pentacles. If you have ever thought about teaching, mentoring, coaching, going into any of those types of professions, this week is going to see you working really hard on what your message is, what your niche may be, what it is that you're ready to share with the world, what it is that, or where it is that you're ready to step into that leadership or mentoring kind of role. Your Three of Pentacles suggests this week that you could either be spending on some sort of course that's going to get you that title or that accolade or that certificate that you want or need. Excuse me. Or you could be putting together some, you could, or maybe you're gathering resources in order to create something that is going to launch you as this. Now, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is a week where you could be either doing something, this could be a week where you're learning about your body, right? So this could be you, maybe you go for a health screen, maybe you are learning about, one of my friends just had her DNA composition done. It was, what she told us was fascinating. It could be something like that. It could be, excuse me, where you are, you know, maybe just putting more time and effort into your health and healing journey. That's especially with the Temperance card there as well. You could be speaking to a medical professional this week as well, that's giving you highlights or insights of some sort. And then when it comes to your home, Three of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, this is discussions about moving. It's discussions about where you want to live. Maybe you are thinking about an international move and you're starting to plan what that actually looks like for you, or where you could go with it. Very interesting energy for sure. And then finally, for our love and relations, we have the Temperance card. Of course we do. All right, so for those of you that are single, this could be a week where you end up connecting with somebody who lives at a distance from you. This could be an online thing. It could be something that strikes up. Maybe it just starts in a really trivial sort of way, but before you know it, it's going to develop into something truly special, or maybe even something truly memorable. I feel like for a lot of single Leos this week, there is going to be a connection made. It's just the connection. Right? Remember, a relationship, it takes time. You've got to build, connection. You've got to build emotion. You've got to build love. You've got to build all of those things before you can really have those are the foundational things to a relationship, right? You've got to build all of those before you can have the relationship. So this week, it kind of looks like you're making the connection. There's like a sense of alignment or a sense of connection. Now, for some of you, this could be a Sagittarius person. Why do I say that? Temperance, Sagittarius energy, Queen of Wands, a fire sign person. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right. For those of you that are partnered, this with the Three of Pentacles, this is about you guys figuring out. It's about you guys figuring out what you know about each other, and what that means for how you continue with your relationship. So this is about you looking at, you know what, this is who I've become in this connection or this relationship. This is who you've become. How does that work for us now as the people that we are at this moment in time? There's a lot of moments about that. One thing that I do want to say to you as well this week, it's not a good week to allow someone to play piggy in the middle in your relationship. If you're having issues within your partnership, unless it's actually a therapist or a counselor or somebody of that nature, I would keep whatever issues or challenges you have going on in that sector of your life within the bounds of the relationship. All right, so it's going to be an interesting one for sure. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Take care, and I'll see you soon.